Okay, the Men's Club season 3, episode 3. Let us start with the cuteness that is Efa and Bukola Oladipukwo. And those are the actors playing the characters of Tayo and Tiara. I mean, come on. You have to admit that they have great chemistry between them. You know, I enjoy their scenes. It makes me go, oh, every single time. It makes me go like, oh, that's so cute. And they have this banter that they do every now and then. You know, there was one saying that Taya was like, if you don't sit on my laps, are you going to die? And so I just thought that was just so cute and all of that.
Hello, this is Anthony Monjaro.
This is Blessing Egbe. This is Mona Lisa Chinda Coca.
Hi, my name is Ashonya Michelle Raka, and you're watching Screening Room.
Screening Room. The Screening Room.
In the screen room.
Screening Room with Adenike. By Adenike.
You know how we do it, people. Don't touch that dial.
Don't touch that dial.
Please do not touch that dial.
Moving on to Louis's investments, let us take about a minute thereabouts to talk about this whole drama between Louis and Lola, right? So what happened was Louis decided to invest his trust fund. Remember last episode we found out that, oh, it's a trust fund baby. Well, this episode we found out that he had invested his entire trust fund, left 5 million naira in buying a building at VI in order to start a new club and blah, 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 without having the conversation with Lola about it before he made the investment. So Lola finds out about it, and herself and Louis get into this fight of, oh, why didn't you tell me? You should have told me that's a horrible investment and blah, blah, blah. You know, something like that. Not exactly those words, but something like that. And I was like, number one, Louis was being immature, you know, in his responses and in how he approached that situation. If you consider Lola your partner, that is the kind of conversation you want to have with someone that is tying a destiny to your own, okay? Someone that is choosing you as a life partner. If you're going to invest all your life savings or all your whatever that is supposed to be like a safety net for you guys, for your family, that you guys are going to start together because he has proposed to her, right? She's not just a girlfriend, she's his fiance, right? So that is the kind of conversation you're supposed to have before you commit to it. But Louis did not understand that. For whatever reason, his brain was fried and he did not get it. On the other hand, I felt like Lola should have also calmed down a bit. That's not the way you approach that kind of conversation or that kind of situation. And she was not like, oh, how are you going to do something with our future? The way she said that, I was like, our future? Like, she should have just be more, you know, deliberate, not just flown off the handle and all of that. Should have just approached it in a different way in order to have a very healthy conversation. But I guess she was just so upset with the whole situation. I think she might have been influenced with the conversation with her mom and all of that. Like, it's kind of like 50-50 here, because like I mentioned earlier, Louis was being immature. He wasn't owning up to, you know, he was treating Lola as if she was a side chick. Do you get it? As if Lola had no stake. Quite frankly, I'm very tired of the way Aminu encourages and enables Jasmine's misbehaviors. I feel like Aminu is more considerate and more tolerant of Jasmine than he ever was of Tumini, and Tumini can do better. It's not about flying private jets all the time. You can't be with someone that doesn't even give you the benefit of the doubt, okay? It just doesn't make sense. So quite frankly, they should not even get back together. Chemistry or no chemistry, Aminu can do better. Okay, Aminu needs to grow up. Aminu needs to understand that it can't just be acting like a fool. It's not like, unless if you are going to review in the future that Jasmine did jazz, okay, but if that's not the situation, then Aminu needs to wake up. Talking of which, that fighting between Aminu and Patrick, wow, Aminu won, Patrick 0. Patrick, I'm still waiting for you to land a punch. But unfortunately, Aminu won this fight. And imagine that secretary running in when two hefty men are fighting. You're running in to come and say, oh my God, what is happening? Wait, keep asking questions, eh? Once again, I really enjoy the banter between the guys whenever they are together. It's now one of my favorite things to look forward to. And the moment Larry entered and he was like, good evening, guys, I sincerely laughed out loud. I was like, what? Good evening? Even, what's his name? Louis said, good evening to you too, sir. Talking about Larry's mommy said she should not, how did she say it? She said he should not touch her with the hands he used in touching his other mommy. I was like, Lemao. I was like, wow, Mama has lines. That was hilarious. Tiara is so spoiled. She's so spoiled that initially it was cute. Now it's just becoming annoying. Like, it's just like, just grow up. You know, you're not 16. You're not 15. You're a grown woman. You're grown, okay? And someone dropped a comment in the reaction video for last week's episode that that kind of reminded me of where Tayo is at or where he has been. And I was like, wait a second. The person was like, Tayo might have some sort of issues, because why is he always ending up with women who have these daddy issues, whose parents are rich and the daddies are the ones controlling their lives? If you remember, Tayo was previously married to this lady who was also from a rich home, and the father was the one controlling everything, and she was behaving anyhow, you know, and doing all sorts of nonsense and all of that to Tayo. And now, once again, Tayo is in a relationship with a girl that has responsibility issues, whose father has money, and Tayo is also trying to get a contract from that father. Do you understand? So it seems like Tayo also is not as perfect, or is not as over his own personal issues as we might think. Yeah, they should have titled this episode Birds of a Feather, because the moment I saw that Fiona and Lola's mom know each other, I was like, okay, now we are talking. now we are getting it, because naturally birds of a feather, they do what? They flock together. So I wasn't particularly surprised to find out that those two people know each other. But guess what? Larry is in for a shocker. I told you, Larry is very people, they are pounding yam on his head, but he doesn't know. Okay, Fiona versus the last mommy is about to do what? To go down. This particular episode was quite long. It was like 40 minutes or thereabout, but at the same time, I could only pick out some very, very strong and essential scenes in the entire episode. Still, it was quite interesting. I'm enjoying the dialogue. I think the scripting this season, bam, 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 bam. What do you guys think of this episode? Are you looking forward to the throwdown between Fiona, Fifi, and Lola's mom? Whatever your thoughts are, please leave them down below in the comment section. My name remains Adenike, Adebayo-Esho. See you again very, very soon. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't. Mwah. Remain in God and God bless you. Bye.